begins the return. And moments ago, he took to the court in Cleveland. LeBron James and the Miami Heat at Quicken Loans Arena on a night unlike any other. And you're going to see
LeBron is Chuck. I dare you.
7 and 10. Here's LeBron to the scorer's table. The question is, would he go through the usual pregame routine involving the slapping of the powder over at
a lot of plays try to slow the tempo down, try to keep their emotions in check here early on.
Well, I really love the looseness of LeBron James. With so much pressure and so much hype coming into this game, you see him skip it.
James played by Parker. LeBron with the jumper.
That's a great sign.
Kicked it out. Wade. Nice touch by DWAYNE Wade.
Just that little movement, the penetration.
James in a battle with Graham, gives it up. Here's Wade to the bucket. Yes, and the foul. But you don't want to see some wacko run out of the court or items being thrown. Incidentally, beverages are being served only in paper cups as a precaution.
I know, I tried to buy my beer earlier, and they made me pour it into the cup. I was furious.
Moving on the foul.
Probably didn't really know what he was stirring up by making that move.
James with a beautiful move.
Wow.
Look, the point. Joel Anthony has checked in for Miami. Here is James drilling it. 8 points for LeBron. Daniel Gibson guarding LeBron James, and LeBron make 10-point lead for Miami. Here's Gibson for 3.
And a look at LeBron James in the process.
Rebounded by Anthony. Wade back the other way. And stops in the face of Jamario Moon.
And that's why Charles Barkley in pregame is saying
a lot of times Miami players are playing on opposite sides of the court. Put them together.
There's James for 3. LeBron James. That was Reggie. You're right. Here's Wade getting inside.
Again, getting into
now LeBron James over at the Cavaliers bench.
See, and this is the problem with LeBron James and Boobie Gibson, them being somewhat friends. See, this wouldn't happen back in the day. There's no way that I would have gone. Now, I might have gone over there and taunting them, but they're talking friendly. And as much as the rivalry and as much hype has gone into this, LeBron shouldn't be going.
For you today, and how were you able to channel those emotions?
I understand it's business. We got to come in here and get a road win. We haven't played particularly well on the road this season, so we use the adversity that comes with this game and just try to build off of it.
After 7 years of loyalty and devotion, how painful is it to be the target of all this animosity and hostility?
That's all right. I understand how passionate fans are. Still got a lot of love for these fans here. But, you know, I'm a Miami Heat player now, and we're looking to get this win.
All right, thanks a lot. Thank you, EJ.
What have you thought of the fans?
This crowd, although from time to time we'll hear some booing, but the decibel level has certainly been affected. The steal by Wade, another turnover by the Cavaliers. Wade over Graham. Wade, nicely done, a strong game. Wade on a hard drive, pops it out to James. Shot clock to 5. James for 3. Now they say it's a 2. He had a foot on the line, but look out.
Everything is a jump shot for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And they are now 16 of 49, just 32% from the field. James steps back and hits again. That's a 2 again with the foot on the line.
Well, now you have the crowd.
nothing wrong with that, right?
Top 50 I'll take that.
Arroyo, and again to Rod Williams and Varejao on front, pass behind Varejao. Here's James on the move, past Williams, it counts in the foul.
That's when they're at their best, and that's what everyone including Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith, have been clamoring for the Miami Heat. Create offense with your defense and let your athletes take it over once you get into the open court. Good body control there by LeBron James. Takes the contact, run the lane hard. You don't need to have the basketball in your hands 80% of the time, LeBron. Run the wings and try to get some easy ones.
And he's exploded here. Kicks it out. Wade off the pump fake. Wade going glass.
It's a tough angle on that shot. Start putting it together.
Bosh. Chris Bosh has had a good night. 13 points overall. But James and Wade have...
This might be the best thing for Miami. A big win, possibly on the road. This game obviously isn't over yet, but could be a foregone conclusion that they're going in. 3 in a row. That's when teams get better, as LeBron James is just on fire here in this third period.
3 for LeBron. Gibson came up short. Miami on the run again. Here's Wade chipping it over to James. Yes, and the foul.
Oh, man.
Wow.
No headband. He's saying, I need my headband. He just made 2 shots without it. I don't think he needs a headband at all. Look at the lob from Wade. And Jawad Williams makes a smart play. He sees the lob coming, but LeBron's so strong. And think of that foul and the Mo Williams foul a couple plays ago. He's so strong. He just goes right through the defense. You have to wrap him up.
Foul committed by Jawad Williams. Fans here in Cleveland have certainly seen this type of outburst from James over the 7 years he played here. He has scored 16 of his 30 in the third. He has hit on all 7 of his field goal attempts.
Well, there's a part of
It's got to.
It has to.
Yeah, he's a human being, and you know, we talked a little bit about it earlier. There's a good sign. They asked for class, and they got it.
Kind of,
yeah. But you know, I don't really think whenever
everything for you for 7 years. But I will say this: get over it. Get over it. It's time to move on. He chose someone else, okay? You guys are acting like a bunch of jilted lovers around here. Well, it's time to move on.
And I think this game...
The team circled several times. There were emergency crews standing by on the tarmac, and fortunately the plane was able to land without any problems at all.
And this may have been one of those rare times where the back-to-back helped them, though. They didn't have too much time to think about all this hoopla.
Howard off, rebounded by Anthony. Third quarter, winding down, minute and a half remaining. Here's LeBron, yes.
13 for Twitter snafu. Have you been tweeting lately too, Mar?
No. Here's James on the move. He gets the roll, it counts, and the foul. Another bucket for LeBron.
They're just searching for some entertainment now. Just the way this game is going. You know, they were hoping for an upset, and now they're just trying to figure out a way to entertain themselves.
It's a 30-point lead for Miami. James, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is not fair now. He did say coming in this game he knows all the spots on this floor. And, well, hopefully you played in that game.
Thank God I got in, huh?
There's a 3 for Jones.
Jones with his 3-point shooting. It's terrific helping out on the board. So it'll be a different dynamic and a different player for Eric Spoelstra to use with the big 3.
113-86 Miami, and LeBron James has put on an absolute show here tonight in his return, and he's done a little bit of everything. He's scored in transition. He's got lob passes from his buddy DWAYNE Wade. He's hit several jump shots too. One here off the dribble. He has been so explosive. 15 for 25. You see the bucket and the foul, and LeBron this early on quickly settled in and just put on a display.
2 critical points in this game. Say that about a lot of teams.
Well, I mean perimeter shot. I didn't say that. They made 3-point shots. Duh, that was kind of obvious.
Wait a second. Let me write that down.
When they make perimeter shots, then you get those 2 guys going in the transition game. Forget about it.
A 28-point win for Miami. 118-90. So they fall just short of their biggest margin of victory for the season. It's the worst court. Let's go to Craig with LeBron.
Well, thanks, Marv. LeBron, how relieved are you that this night is over and the experience is behind you?
I mean, you know, we came in here with one goal, and that was to win a basketball game, and you know, we did that. We played. This is the most complete game that we had all year, I think, from start to finish.
After an emotional first half, you took the game over in the third quarter, 24 of your 38 points. What were you trying to find? Your favorite spots in this court, or how were you able to get those shots?
Well, I know this court. I know this court, and I've made a lot of shots on this court. So just want to be aggressive, just try to keep them out of the game. I knew they was going to try to make a run in the third quarter, but we was able to get stops and was able to get some shots.
How do you learn from this experience, and how will it help you and your teammates as you move forward?
You know, we just got to continue to get better. You know, and we know every night we go out, it's going to be a hostile environment. But we just got to continue to get better. And, you know, it's a good night. It's a good night for our team.
The fans had their say tonight. What would you like to say to them if you could?
7 great years. Loved every part. Loved every moment from the growth when I was an 18-year-old kid to a 25-year-old man. And, you know, tried our best. As a team, we tried our best to bring a championship to the city and just try to play hard every night. So I got the utmost respect for this franchise, utmost respect for these fans, and, you know, just continue to grade myself here in Miami and try to get better every day.
You can't go back with your decision, but do you regret how it ended? Would you like to apologize for the way it ended?
I don't want to apologize. I think, you know, my intentions was not to hurt anyone. You know, my intentions were solely on kids during the whole process. And, you know, I always say, you know, decisions I make, I live with them. You know, there's always ways that you can correct them or ways that you can do them better. But at the end of the day, I live with them. And, you know, I'm satisfied. I'm happy right now.
All right, thanks a lot. Great job tonight. Let's go back to you, Mark.
All right, a quick break. We send it to Kevin Holland and the